Welcome to the word for today. May the peace of our Lord Jesus Christ be with you. In last week's reading, Luke 4:14-21, Jesus announced the inauguration of his ministry, reading from Isaiah, and asserted that there is good news for the poor, release for captives, sight for the blind, and freedom from oppression. He proclaimed that this was the year of God's favor, and today this prophecy was being fulfilled in their hearing. Jesus claims the fulfillment of the prophecy in himself and as the one able to offer salvation to all who hear him. Salvation should be understood here broadly as God's redemptive work of Jesus, with special attention given to those who are marginalized. When we think about our own proclamation of the good news of Jesus, we might ask ourselves, is our message good news for the poor, for the captive, for the oppressed? Does our proclamation envision that all can be saved? If our message is not as broad as Jesus' message, then we must ask, how can we proclaim the good news of Jesus so that it is good news for the very people whom Jesus pointed towards in his announcement of the gospel? Today we reflect on the synagogue audience, what they thought of Jesus' prophetic declaration and the dialogue between Jesus and his audience. All who witness this message respond in the same way, with wonder, with admiration or amazement. This reaction of wonder is found in the shepherds and in the parents of Jesus in the presence of Simon in the temple. There seems to be competitive attitudes among the two towns, Capernaum and Nazareth. The crowd wants Jesus to do the same miracles in Nazareth that he did in Capernaum. The people of Nazareth feel that Jesus is a son of the soil, should show them special attention and consideration. They decide that if he is a messenger of God, he should work miracles in his hometown. Jesus continues his discourse saying, no prophet is acceptable in his home country. Jesus faces disrespect and rejection in the place where he is well known. In a world almost devoid of soul, an emissary from the soul's world, a prophet was actually denied and outcast by persecution and even eliminated by murder. The basic activity of resigned humans was not to honor the sound, truthful, soulful existence that prophets represented. When they became only corrupted, they needed to find their way back to some truth in order to repair and heal their overly corrupted state. A great politician, sportsperson, or thinker often only received due credit for their achievements after they died. Many gifted individuals died in extreme poverty and anonymity, only to be resurrected and glorified by subsequent generations. A prophet's uncompromising truthfulness and both utterly confronting and utterly ego-deflating. In Psalm 69 of David, those who hate me without reason outnumber the hairs of my head. Many are my enemies without cause, those who seek to destroy me, O God of Israel. For I endure scorn for your sake, and shame covers my face. I am a stranger to my brothers, an alien to my own mother's sons, for zeal for your house consumes me, and the insults of those who insult you fall on me. By alluding to two famous prophets, Elijah and Elisha, Luke is reminding his readers that Jesus' salvific ministry is available to all. Jesus makes it clear that he will not be a prophet who serves the special interest of his hometown, but rather a messenger of good news for the whole world and especially the vulnerable. The response to the above statement is immediate and tragic. The crowd is full of anger. As a group, they rise up and try to kill him. Jesus' proclamation of a kingdom in which the poor inherit a kingdom, in which the hungry are filled, and in which the rich and full are pulled down, ultimately will lead him to the cross. From the synagogue, Jesus goes away, continuing to teach and heal in the places that he goes. Jesus does not do many miracles in his hometown. They felt that they didn't receive benefits from Jesus' ministry. They indeed were offered something noble. Unfortunately, they didn't recognize the same. Jesus' intention of proclaiming the universality of his mission was unacceptable to them. We in the church can think like the crowd at times when one of us is ministering outside our circle. We should sincerely share with Jesus his concern for the marginalized and vulnerable and for those beyond the boundaries of our local church. People's good certificate is not what makes you a prophet. You are a prophet because God called you to be one. We must all decide to be a prophet or a coward. What do you decide?